in the world. TGIF. Thank goodness it's Freya's Day. So every Friday we do Divine Feminine Messages. Welcome to this channel, Freya's Crown. My name is Melody. So welcome to all my new subscribers, my new followers, and welcome back to my returning subscribers and followers. I'm grateful for each and every one of you guys and all the love and support that you've given me on this YouTube journey. All right, so when you come into this live stream, give me a Fonzie. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. And as always, subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed and hit that little notification bell so that you know when I post videos or when I go live. All of that helps out this channel, and I am very, very grateful for all of your love and stuff. All right. So, happy Juneteenth. Today is June 19th. It became a holiday, Juneteenth. Alrighty. So, Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. What divine feminine wants to come out, and what is the message to the Earth collective? Doesn't matter if you're male or female. We all have divine feminine qualities within us. It's okay to be a man and be in tune with your feminine side. Okay, it's not always females of the gender specifics. It's energy, and energy is not gender, it's energy. We all as humans should come here, and that's why we're here. We're learning how to balance our masculine and feminine side. All right, with the feminine, it just means you're more intuitive, you are in tune with your heart, you're in tune with your emotions. All right, in tune with your feminine side. So divine feminine, beautiful gods and goddesses, what do you want to come out? And we got three of them. So, Enheduanna, the high priestess. I am one with my soul, and my soul is a legacy of love. So, the high priestess talks about somebody who's very psychic, very intuitive, has a gift of clairvoyance, claircognizance. It could be a psychic medium, somebody who has the ability to manifest. You can see she has her crown on, but she has this blue um, stone or crystal on her crown, which talks about being cognizant. All right. So you have the Black Madonna, Our Lady of Hermit. So I could be talking to a Virgo. Lala, the state of spoken words, so communication. And I have no clue. Anandamaya Ma, the joy of permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. All right. So, every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. I transform pain and suffering into greater capacity of love. So, Earth, right off the bat, you are knowing something. You know something deep down inside of yourself that your story about all the pain and suffering that you've endured has lit you up. It has given you the greater capacity to open yourself up to love. I am talking about an earth sign who is in the dark night of the soul, who is learning the power of prayer, who is learning to be their own guru and know that we are the only ones who can change our reality, is what I'm seeing here for earth signs. All right, so let's go and read the Black Madonna. A number 26, which is an 8. So that could be significant to somebody. You could be born on the 26th. You could be born in the 8th month. You could be born February 6th or June 2nd. Wait a minute, that wouldn't make you an earth sign, but it doesn't matter because you could have earth somewhere heavy in your chart. So 26. So the Black Madonna represents a new awareness or consciousness towards the earth and our bodies. She represents the wisdom we can only accrue when we go through an often painful fire of transformation. So yeah, that's what you're doing. You are going through that dark night of the soul, through all the pain and suffering. Your whole you're going through that holy fire of pain and suffering, but it's actually for purification, the painful fires of transformation. Um, so it's only the intensity of the fire can unite body and soul. So the Black Madonna is coming to you today, Earth signs, to become conscious of the spirit and matter, of the light, the dark, and the intersection of sexuality and spirituality. So you could be an alchemizer. You could be have this ability to alchemize pain into light. Okay. So for millennia, the body, the earth, all forms of matter have been devalued and misunderstood. The dark has been so vilified, yet all life emerges from pitch black womb. The darkness is potential. It's a crucial and elemental stage we must all go through to create new or more life. The Black Madonna is the of deep wisdom, the profound consciousness that inherent in all things. All and created things are energy. The body has wisdom. The earth has wisdom. And we're talking about you, earth signs. And the pain we human contains deep wisdom. We are in the fires of suffering. It can be difficult to trust the gold, that the gold is being forged. So, earth signs, you're in the fire of suffering, and it's difficult to trust that you are alchemizing, right? You're alchemizing the difficulties into gold, is being forged. It can be hard to trust when we are in terrific pain that there is a process at work that will make us more authentic, more alive, and infinitely freer. It can be almost impossible to accept or notice the presence of the divine when we are at our most human. The Black Madonna is a cauldron that holds us steadfastly. We endure the alchemy of integrating more soul into our existence. She is a promise that what doesn't survive the fires of suffering was never meant us. And she is a presence that is there with us even when we might feel the most alone, reminding us that there is no darkness we can't enter without being met by love. All right. So the intention, I transform pain and suffering into greater capacity of love. And ask your soul, how is my solitude serving me? So you're in the dark night of the soul, where dark night of the soul takes you through the shadow side of the pain that you've been hanging on to, the suffering that you've endured, right? And why you've endured that, and how to transmute that and purify it into the light. Okay. So somebody needs to hear that. Lala 100. So you got 2 6 and 100. So let's go ahead and 100 does talk about self. It talks about the self. It talks about 00, hitting rock bottom and knowing that the only way to go is up. It's about taking that leap of faith. It talks about, trusting that the divine got you regardless, right, of the step off the cliff. So Lala embodies the potency and power of our words to create our own reality. Lala Laded and Lala Shari was a Miri mystic and poet who lived in the 14th century. She was married at the age of 12, but was extremely unhappy as a wife. She left her home at age 24 to take, I don't know, renunciation. She became a Shaiva and a devotee of Shiva. Lala walked the streets naked, dancing, reciting her love poems to the divine. She wore only the markings of her devotion to Shiva on her forehead. Lala is a creator of mystical form of poetry called, I don't know, vox, which means speech or voice. The verses of poetry that she spoke are considered the earliest compositions in the Kashmiri language. Her words reflect the spiritual truth of non duality that she realized as a mystic. Above temple and below idol are one, as above, so below. With her poetry, she found the unity in all things and the freedom that follows. I, Lala, entered through the door of the garden of my mind and saw Shiva and Shakti united into one. Oh, joy! There I became immersed in the lake of nectar and died even while I was still alive. What can death do to me now? The Kashmiri language is filled with her sayings. She is known as a prophetess, a saint, even an avatar. Although illiterate, she used the inherent power of her every word to transcend duality and enter a state of blissful union with the divine. So, words have the power to shift our reality and to continue to reinforce it. And that's why she's coming today. Louise Hayes, founder of Hay House, turned to me during a dinner party, looked me right in the eyes, and declared, "Every word you say is an affirmation." This is perhaps one of the crucial spiritual lessons to remember. We are not separate from soul, and if the soul is not separate from the divine, then we have the power to co create our life. Lala is the invitation to pay close attention to each word we say to ourselves, within, and to the words we say about ourselves to the people we love. She acknowledgement of the soul that our very sentence is a prayer. If we want more love, more light, more of that joy and freedom that expands our capacity to be present in the world, the Lala reminds us that we can become the author of our own right now. We can speak our desires into being. Lala is a reminder that we are so powerful that changing the words we use to describe ourselves can change the trajectory of our lives. We could choose our attention on each I am statement we say. And we can infuse our lives with the nectar that comes when we act on the truth that we are not separate from the divine. So set the intention. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my own story. So I am. It's not I know or I think. It's I am. I am the light. I am the love. I am the truth. I am great. I am happy. I am loved. I am worthy of love. I am a lovable human being. So the I am, start every mantra with I am. I am in command. I am in command of my life. I am divine. I am a soul here on earth having a human experience. Okay. Just make sure that you say that, right? So, one of the most powerful words for me to use frequently right now, I just told you the I am words, all right, for the element of earth. I am trusting of the divine. I am a divine being. I am uh, sovereign. I am a sovereign being. I am divinely protected. I am safe. I am loved. Give me a thumbs up, viewer. I'd appreciate that. All right. So, this card is a number 68. So 88 is significant here because this card was a 26 and this is a 68. So 88 is significant along with 100. So maybe chant 100 times or something like that. You could do that. I am 100 times. I am worthy. I am, or say 100 mantras or something along them lines. Because the 100, that'll help to connect you with your higher self, help you to trust the next steps that you're meant to take for somebody out there. 68. 1444. 1444 could be significant. So she represents the essence of the expansive joy that comes when we remember our true selves, which means beautiful one. Her family questioned her mental stability from the early age. She was always found in whatever that is, static states of bliss. At 13, she was married to a man. So this lady was married at 12. This lady was married at 13. I think it's way too young, but hey, what do I know? Um, so these two beautiful souls are mystics. See how they got the jewel on their third eye? Hmm. Okay. She has come to you today, Earth Signs. There's a passage in an autobiography of a yogi by, I'm not even going to pronounce these words, Yogananda I don't know. I'm sorry, Goddess, for chopping it up. That relates an encounter he had with this beautiful divine feminine. He asked her why she is always so filled with joy and enter states of bliss instantly. She explains to him that she's aware of her true self. She knows that before she came to earth, she was the same. As a little girl, and later when she grew into a woman, she still was the same. And now, sitting in front of Yogananda, she remains the same. Even after death, she says, through the dance of creation changes around me, I shall be the same. This is self realization, this aspect within us that never changes. It becomes conscious of the self that is eternal while within this brief mortal experiences. The spirit goddess believed that the only true calling purpose any of us have is to become realized. And so she believed that any action we take towards a goal is sacred. There's deep, calm, abiding joy that arrives when we can merge with the aspect of us that never changes. There is a bliss we get to experience every time we detach from the surface storms that cause chaos in our lives. And that goes back to the Black Donna, the chaos of pain and suffering, going through the purification, the fires of being purified, of being that phoenix rising up out of the ashes. If we can remember that we are the guru, that we are an aspect of the divine that remains the same no matter how much change surrounds us, then we get to arrive at joy that lives that lives at the core being. So yeah, you know that your higher self, your soul, never changes. It's still going to be your soul. It's how you perceive your outer world, right? As within, so without, as above, so below, right? All right, earth signs. So that is a beautiful opening message. We also again have on the bottom of the deck the high priestess. So somebody is very intuitive, very psychic. The high priestess is you could have her somewhere heavy in your chart. This is somebody who is like her words are like magic. They're like the spoken words very magical. So when you speak, your words create your reality. So every word becomes a prayer, like you're to the universe, your higher self. So yeah, that's what high priestess represents. Somebody who's very psychic, very intuitive. They are one with their soul. They're one with the universe. This is somebody who, is very intuitive, very empathic. Possibly even cast spells. Doesn't maybe realize they cast spells with their language. For some of you out there, all right. So where beautiful goddesses, thank you for showing up for the element of earth. Where is the earth signs at on their journey? Please and thank you. Gates of triumph. So there's a door opening for you, earth signs. A breakthrough is at hand where you need to choose your path. You either need to believe that all is possible, right? When you walk through this door, you have a choice to make, earth signs. But you're like catching a break. A breakthrough is at hand. You can see that this person is wearing green, which represents the heart space. He got a sickle. So you're cutting things out of your life. You're cutting your path forward. You are creating your own path with the choices that you make. because there is a door opening where success is going to expand. You can see, like, the way forward is clear. The sun is shining, it's illuminating something. What is illuminating? Success, happiness, joy, right? Unlimited, boundless abundance. This is beautiful, earth signs. All right, so gates of triumph. Another 57. Give me a Fonzie. So you are right now on your journey. You are arriving in a foreign hamlet. Wreaths of flowers are placed around the sacred traveler's shoulder. The townspeople celebrate and honor the traveler. The village elders know the challenges faced and overcome and are welcoming with arms open. So back to the very first card. The elders know the challenges faced, right? The transform pain and suffering. Challenges that you have faced has transformed you. You have overcome so much. I feel like some of you literally pray, like pray to your angels. You pray in loving, you pray in gratitude. If a situation knocks you over, get up and brush yourself off and discover what you have learned. You aren't a failure. If you fall down, only if you stay down. If you fall down, you aren't a failure. If you fall down, only if you stay down, that means you're a failure. So you keep going and believe in yourself. This is what true success is. Acknowledgement, your accomplishments in life. They are more than you imagine. Victory and good fortune and triumph are at hand. So, good fortune, victory, the doors are open. Why? Because your elders, your divine feminine, your ancestors, your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your loved ones, they're all honoring you because you have been through it. You've been through the fire. You have learned how to transmute pain and suffering into love, transmuting dark into light, as above, so below. All right. So they're letting you know that you, right now, there's a breakthrough in hand where you are expanding in your life. And you're making a choice to see that anything is possible in your life. Give me a Fonzie viewer. And if you're a hater, thanks for the view. I appreciate you. All right. So, beautiful goddesses, the gates of triumph. What wisdom our signs need to know in this gates of triumph? Please and thank you. What wisdom is in this gates of triumph, beautiful goddesses? How you're perceiving something, your perception. You're discovering that. You're discovering the loss, right? The loss. Through the loss, you discovered the missing parts of yourself. You've discovered compassion. You've discovered love. You discovered caring energy, right? The great capacity to love. And this is what you've discovered on your earthly journey. See, there is an ascended master, your spirit guides, your ancestors who are putting their hands up and saying, listen, beautiful job. We've seen what you've been through. You've forged the fires, right? Through that, you've discovered who you are. You've discovered the fact that, sometimes it's how you're seeing your nation is how your reality is, right? You're seeing. All right, so perception for gates of triumph, the wisdom, perception. So, Emerald offers Regal ability to see differently and a chance of embracing transformation. You are at the gates of triumph. You are embracing your transformation. I think yesterday, I don't know which sign it was, but it was you were crowning through your birth. you were crowning. Okay. Which means your head is coming out of the birth canal of your transformation. All right. There is an ability to attract wealth here if you have an open heart. So that's what I feel like you are doing. Anything that has broke your heart, anything on an emotional level, like the things that you tell yourself, the way you speak about yourself, like I'm not worthy or I'm not able to love, or those are just things I just, as an example, spirit, I'm not saying it as an example, things that maybe you have told yourself, right? So you have realized that everything that you have been through has brought you to this gate where you're opening up your heart, and you're learning to attract things to you. You spoken words such as, I am worthy, I am divine, I am one with self, I am love, I am light, I am truth, I am grateful. That is helping your heart to open and things to you. So there is a second part to this card, which I am going to read to you because I feel it is very, very important, because it talks about the gates opening. You can see she is standing at a door. She's closing a door behind her. All right. So a young princess wanders into her untended garden. As she claws through the decaying undergrowth, she finds a brilliant emerald stone. The stone speaks and tells the princess to open an old wooden door. She enters a dark corridor. That's that dark night of the soul here with the Black Madonna, the dark night of the soul. And the door slams shut. Afraid, she moves forward until her hand falls upon another door that is opening up. It opens to reveal the same garden she left behind, only now it's beautiful. Filled with flowers, butterfly, and birds. It is magnificent and familiar. Transformation in the heart, change in perception, the unknown, the promise of a richer experience. Beauty, open heartedness, and appreciation. Again, I am grateful. Okay. I am grateful for going through that darkness of the soul and addressing all of the shadows that I needed to address. I am grateful for the fact that I have the power to transmute the pain and suffering and go through the flames of purification to see something from perspective. So, Earthside, you're coming out of a dark night of the soul. When you come out of this dark night of the soul, you are seeing the whole experience from a different perspective, and you're telling a whole different story about yourself. Like you're changing your story from being the victim to, oh, I see now why I had to go through this, right? Okay. Okay. So let's go ahead and clarify the wisdom Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands represents your throat chakra. Every word I say becomes a prayer. The Knight of Wands is a very swift moving energy. So now things are going to speed up for you now that this door is open. The Knight of Wands represents somebody who is there for the good time but the long time. But in this reading, I'm taking it as now things are going to speed up for you and you are off to a new adventure because there is a door open in your heart space that is expanding, and you are seeing the light of a situation of joy, of happiness, of success. You're seeing that your road is now clear. Because why? Because you've already been through the darkness, right? You are realizing that now you are the author of your story. So how you tell your story, your testimony, is how you're going to see it. Okay. I feel like that's very, very important. Yep. So again, we have judgment. So this talks about your calling. Um, and the Knight of Cups. So you could have maybe perhaps a womanizer who may try to call you out, or you could have this person blocked, this womanizer blocked from reaching out to you. This could be definitely somebody from your past, somebody who's very immature, somebody who's very childish. Um, but here you are in the Queen of Coins energy. You're a very wise old soul. You're very grounded, you're very down to earth, somebody who's very psychic, somebody also who can make money off of their psychic abilities. So you have the capacity to do that. And through your transformation, through your testimony, you can make money, success, right? Success. The sun is shining upon you. The sun is the sun is in Gemini, the moon is in Leo, and Venus, the divine feminine, is in Leo. Leo rules the heart space. All right. So yeah. So you had to go through something. See the three people on the bottom of them cards? So you could have experienced three different situations from three different people. These people now may be receiving karma, right? For some sort of a situation here. So earth signs, we're going to go ahead and pull a light keeper card or angel card, whoever wants to pop out for the element of earth. Diana. So all the arrows that were thrown at you from these three people who were trying to block you from your calling, this heartless individual, you are now, think about what you desire, set your sights high, experience the best possible outcome. So Diana is with you, and they're telling you to focus on your intentions on positiveness. Focus on the best possible outcome here, because you've gathered up all the darts from these people who have judged you, the people who are heartless, the people who did not care about you, the people who have caused you the pain and the suffering, the people who have betrayed you, the people who stabbed you in the back. You've gathered up all them knives, all them arrows, right? And that is what has helped you to um, keep your focus. So there's something about the moon on our head. Somebody is very, very psychic here, very intuitive. See the bay leaves in her hair? You may want to put bay leaves on your crown chakra, so that you can hear your calling, so that you can call when it comes in. All right. On the bottom of the deck, yeah, your Dharma is unfolding. Remember that you are on a path, one step at a time to happiness. So your Dharma is unfolding because you are going through this transformation. So we got Violet Flame here. Thank you, Zakiel, for supporting me to transform my past challenges, transform the pain and the suffering. So Archangel Zakiel has been walking with you since you were a child here. You've been going through it since you were a child. You have endured so much since you were a child. It's like you've been walking in this period of darkness your whole entire life. You've been backstabbed, betrayed. You've had a lot of pain and suffering. And with the sexuality coming through, you could have been a victim of CSA. Right? So yeah, so that's beautiful. Testimony will help other people as well. Yeah, caring, compassion, Lady Portia, divine timing. So honor the beautiful you, right? Find peace. Do the right thing. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. All right. So let's go ahead and pull a crystal card to complete this message. What a beautiful message, our signs. You are, the gates are opening Like you're not only crowning, I feel like you are pretty much out of the birth canal here. Um, there is so much beautiful things unfolding for you. You have fire horse coming through. Peach going through that purification. Peach quartz, safe travels, freedom, and power. Spirit of horse, protect me as I journey within to find and heal my wounds. My spirit is free. Thank you, Aho. So that goes back to the new year. This year, the Chinese New Year is the fire horse. So that talks about going through the fire of purification that is freeing you from your wounds that you've been carrying since you were a child. Now you got something good unfolding for you. There is doors opening. Things are going to move forward very, very quickly. So you need to keep your focus on the best possible outcome. Set your intentions with them. I am manifestations. You have Goddess Diana walking with you. I'm telling you, them bay leaves in your hair or on your head, what you do. If I have them, I will put them. But I think that is awesome because I do that. I put them bay leaves in my hair for protection in my crown chakra. Okay. So there you go. I don't know what I did with that card, but yeah, your peach, which is your sacral chakra, is going through a purification. You're being freed. All right. Thank you for watching Earth Sides. That is your message. Have a great day. Happy Juneteenth. May you have a blessed Friday, and I will see you tomorrow.